In this video, I'm not only going to be sharing with you what entry-level marketing jobs you can actually apply for, but also how exactly you can prepare yourself to get that position, okay? Because there's some things that you're supposed to do in the first place, okay? Now, without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into it. Number one, social media coordinator. So what you do is you create, schedule, and then engage with the followers, and then check engagement metrics as well. And in terms of actually getting started, in other words, you want to get this job. This is a job I have currently because I'm a creative marketing and office coordinator. So I also have admin that I do, but being a social media coordinator is majority of my job, okay? Now, when it comes to how to get started, you want to build an online presence. You want people to know who you are. You want to actually prove to brands, or rather to companies that you want to apply for, that you know what you're doing. And the best way to do that is to show that you have the experience. How do you show that you have the experience? You actually create a social media account, and you're going to be posting on there regularly. You're going to choose what it is that you actually want to post there. If you want to create content that's going to help you attract the people that can actually hire you, so you're going to be talking about social media for companies, and also depending on like the niche that you actually want to get into. So maybe it's companies that are in the beauty industry, or it's companies that are in tech, or whatever it is that you want to get into. Then you can actually start building an audience on there so that you can attract people who can help you get that job, okay? Now, once you've been building an audience on social media, you then move on to actually working with local businesses. So maybe with me, I'd actually reached out to some hotels, and I was offering them social media management so that I could actually build my portfolio from there. I did not go forward with it, but there are people that are actually interested. So look out for different businesses and so on. I would advise against the restaurants. Hear me out, okay? Because restaurants are very iffy about actually letting people in. You'd be lucky if you actually find people that are willing to have you come on as their social media manager, or like, you know, to do the service for free. Even for free, they're not willing to actually have people on there. But what I'm saying is look at different types of businesses and so on, depending on the industry that you actually want to get into, and then you can actually start building your portfolio from there. Do it for free. It's okay. Like, relax, okay? A lot of the times you're going to have to do it for free. You're doing this for the first time. You have nothing to prove that you know what you're doing. You have no way of backing yourself up, okay? So it's okay. Just swallow your pride and do what you need to do, because you're trying to get that job. We're going to have to do what we need to do, okay? But with some companies, they are actually willing to pay you at like low fees. The reason why you want this is so that you can actually prove that you know how to do what it is that you're saying you're going to be doing, and you're then able to add it into your CV that you've worked with a company, even if it's just for 3 months, to show that you know what you're doing. Job number 2 is to be a content writer. Now, with content writing, something I've seen is a lot of the times it's remote, so it's remote work. So what does a content writer actually do? You create blogs, you're the one who is creating web content, you're creating social media copy, email newsletters, anything that is written, including scripts, okay? So you're the one who's in charge of that. This means you need to make sure that you have very good writing skills and storytelling skills. Now, in order to do that, when you're still a beginner, you need to be practicing. So now, in terms of how to actually get started, that's the number one thing. You need to practice. I have a video that is on 5 high income skills that you need to learn, and it does actually share on that video. I share with you different courses which are going to help you with all of these entry level jobs that I'm actually talking about. Different free courses that you can actually apply for, and you can learn. Copywriting is one of the things that I actually shared on there, so you can go onto that video and you can watch that. How do you get started? You get started by actually creating a blog. I want you to start a blog where you're actually sharing articles and so on. This way you're able to then prove that you know how to create written content, okay? Now, once that is done, you start actually reaching out to potential clients by writing the content for them, sharing it with them, and telling them that you actually want to work with them. And that's how you're actually going to get started. You want to start off maybe as a freelancer before you move on to actually looking for a job as a content writer. Number 3 is to look for a job as a digital marketing intern. Okay, there are a lot of companies that are actually looking for digital marketing interns. You can actually apply for that, okay? So when it comes to digital marketing, it's not social media specific, okay? Digital marketing means you're going to be working on variety of online marketing strategies and so on. Now, there are a lot of internships. It'll be up to you to actually go and look for them, but in terms of actually how to get started, I think building an online presence is the most important thing. This is for everyone, by the way. You need to be building an online presence. You can't say that you are going into marketing, digital marketing of any sorts really, and you don't have an online presence on top of the fact that you don't have any qualification or experience. That's not going to work very well for you, okay? You literally have no way to prove that you know how to do what you're saying you're going to be doing for people. Something else that you need to do is actually look for small companies. So you build your portfolio by working for free, and then you actually look for small companies that you can actually work there as an intern. A lot of the times with internships though, something you do need to realize is you might be working for free. So be okay with that, okay? Which is why I would suggest that you do that remotely. Look for digital marketing internships that you can do remotely to avoid having the cost of actually transport and everything else. But the next job that I have for you is email marketing coordinator. So what you're doing is creating and sending email campaigns, you're managing subscriber lists, and you're tracking the performance of the email marketing campaigns that you have created, okay? So email marketing is actually very important. We might not realize this, but it's going to be a lot of written, okay? So this means that you need to go and actually learn copywriting, because that's going to be very important. In terms of getting started, the best way to get started is offer to do email newsletters for small businesses, or else try to grow a small audience of yourself, like your own email list, based on a specific interest that you have, and see how you're going to be managing it and so on. That way you can actually familiarize yourself with email marketing softwares and platforms really that you actually need to know in order to do the job, because that way you're able to then show that you know how to use the platform and you have experience actually working in the email marketing space. The next job that I have for you is to become a content curator, not creator, curator. So what you do is you're researching trends, and you're going to be finding, and creating posts that encourage engagement and inform followers. And in order to actually get started, what you can do is you start your online portfolio. Create your own social media account where you're going to be curating information on a specific topic or a specific niche. This way you're proving that you can actually find trends and how exactly you can make them relevant, and how exactly you can build, and the fact that you can actually build an audience doing what you're saying that you're going to actually be doing for a company. So by now, I'm hoping that you've realized just how important it is to actually build your own audience on social media, because you can't say that you're going to be doing something for someone when you can't do it for yourself. Other people have qualification, they have experience doing this thing, so that's what helps them. You're already at a disadvantage because of the fact that you have no qualification or experience, but actually still break into the marketing industry, even if you do not have these two very important things, means you just have to put in the work, you need to put in the time, and you need to be willing to actually do that, because there's no other way around it, okay? If you do not have those two things, you have to make up with it with time and effort, okay? So don't be lazy. Do all the research that you need to do, put in the work, and trust me when I say you will actually get the job. Now, make sure that I'll go into the video on 5 high income skills that you need to learn, because there are free online courses that I researched on there for you so that you can actually get started. It's very important that you educate yourself. You need to constantly be learning. It is very, very, very essential, okay? And you need to find a way to structure it for yourself, because after all, you are not going to college, you're not going to university to actually get started with this. Now, I hope this video helped you out. Make sure to like the video and let me know in the comments what job or what role you'd actually like based on what I have already shared with you. I will see you in the next video.